I'm very happy to have you here. We have so many questions about your awesome platform. And
Yeah,
congratulations to the amazing seed round, amazing partners, amazing VCs, amazing angels. The future is bright.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
So, tell us a little bit first about yourself. Tell us a little bit about your background and tell us about the journey that ends up in you having this awesome liquidity aggregator on Solana. Like,
Yeah, for sure. So I basically got into crypto in around 2013, where my friend was pretty involved in Bitcoin mining, and he just gave me like half of Bitcoin to get me into crypto. But from there, I got really into margin trading, and I've just been like hooked on trading ever since. In around 2017, I was working in a startup called Abacus, where we led one of the first like DeFi meetups. Um, that startup's still running, but my co-founder's working on it still. I'm not part of it, but yeah, basically last year I got really involved in the DeFi summer stuff. Like I was yield farming like comp token when it first came out. I was doing a lot of like option stuff, but DeFi just got really exciting over the past year, and I've just been working on various projects. But yeah, Solana seems like a really great place to build. And after building on it for a while, like I've thought that there was like a really big opportunity to just build a good stable swap on Solana. So yeah, that's basically it.
but you first started with Ethereum, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of Ethereum development over the past 3 years. StableSwap's actually the first Solana project I ever worked on, but yeah, I have a lot of experience with like Ethereum DeFi as well.
Beautiful. And what about the rest of the team? How did you guys get together?
Yeah, so I met my so one of them is my brother Dylan. So we met I guess when he was born.
Yeah,
But
obviously, man.
yeah, um there's another team member. I think he's more anon, but I know him from college. So we met at like a local crypto meetup, and we started hacking on random Ethereum projects back then. This was like I think 2017. But yeah, we've just kept in touch and have just been like trading together and talking about random DeFi things together.
I watched an interview of your brother Dylan, and in that interview he said that he coined or he helped to coin to come up with the name DeFi. Is there a story behind that? Can you confirm
Yeah,
it? Can you deny it?
yeah, no, it's true. So basically, when we were working on Abacus, Brendan from Dharma reached out to us and said that he wanted to create this like community of finance projects that are on the blockchain. Back then, it was called like Open Financial Networks, but I guess the name didn't have like too much of a ring to it. So we met up and we talked, and someone from Set Protocol came up with the name DeFi. But yeah, it was just like a group of like five of us at this like Jewish museum in San Francisco, and we were just eating and talking about what this movement could become. But yeah, from there we launched a few meetups, and we ended up like hosting a DeFi summit at DevCon in Prague. And after that, DeFi kind of just like grew on its own.
Nice, man. It's a pioneer move. Well done.
Yeah. hmm
And like now you're on Saber. Is this something you've been working for quite some time and you revealed it to the world just recently, or is it something you just saw the opportunity and worked night and day in order to deliver?
Yeah. So the origin story of Saber Stable Swap. Like basically, my friend who actually got me into Ethereum development was like, "Hey, Ian, there's this big hackathon where there's a $30,000 prize. We can probably win it if you build our front end for us." So I'm personally like more of a front end developer, but I can and I do write smart contracts. But yeah, I worked on that with him for two weeks. We were just like building it out, and that was the original stable swap, which looked very much like Curve, and we were kind of just trying to make Curve and Solana. From that, we did get a decent amount of traction, but back then Anchor didn't exist, so we ended up not pursuing it because it seemed like there was going to be a lot of maintenance work for the project. And I mean, also Solana wasn't nearly as hot back then. I think Sol was like $2 per token back then. So it just like, it didn't seem like there was going to be like a huge market like right away. But basically around April, I just started like randomly tweeting on the Saber Twitter again, and or StableSwap Twitter back then. And we just got like a lot of engagement in every single one of our tweets, and people just started like randomly emailing us about like, when is Saber going to go on mainnet and stuff like that. So yeah, from that, like it just seemed like there was a lot of demand, and we just had to build it. But yeah, I mean, it was more like a hackathon project before, but then we just took it seriously when people like showed us that they wanted it.
Nice, but you were like you had a long-term view, like working on a stablecoin swap on a liquidity aggregator on a chain that doesn't have so much traction, doesn't have like yield farming yet. There is no strategies, there is no nothing. That's looking in the future, like amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like Solana just didn't have the stuff that Ethereum had yet. So it seems like Solana is definitely going to grow into whatever Ethereum is today. So we just need to like make sure we build a product that's as good as or better than what's on Ethereum.
And so you're the curve of Solana, in other words.
Yep, exactly.
And how
But
close?
I mean, yeah.
How close are you to the curve team? I mean, do you have them? I saw that you got Julian as one of your angels. So tell us about more about the relationship of Saber and Curve.
Sure. So basically, right after we did the hackathon project, we didn't really want to like go full time at the time. So one thing that the Solana team proposed is that Curve was looking to launch on Solana, and we ended up talking with the Curve team. We had a few calls about maybe they're going to give us like some tokens and they'll get like a percentage, or like we'll get like a percentage of the volume on Solana for the like Curve on Solana. But yeah, we basically didn't end up following through with it because it seemed like it was going to be a lot of work to maintain. And although they were like going to pay us, like it just didn't seem like there was that much upside. But we did talk with them. We talked with them about a lot of technical details of Saber back then, or StableSwap back then. And yeah, we just kept in touch.
It's great. It's great to be in touch with the Curve team. Like they're super strong at what's going on. It's good to have also Julian as one of your angels. I mean, there's a lot of alpha and a lot of help to get. Also, we had noticed as a stream, as a Grape community, we noticed that Curve was one of the sponsors of the hackathon.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I think that's probably why we got connected in the first place. Now that I think about it.
So when you went out for your funding round, how did you choose your partners? Did you choose them as to help you navigate for their portfolio synergies? What was your goal? Because your partners are amazing. I assume you had to say lots of no's in order to get such a great team.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there weren't very many no's, or so there were no's, but like there was a yes before the no, if that makes sense. Like a lot of people definitely passed early on, but I think it's because we didn't really have anything on mainnet yet, and our app didn't look very nice back then. Like we just had the original like app that I designed, and I'm not really a designer. I just copied Curve, but yeah, it was pretty straightforward. So the choices, we raised capital that are around, and we really like Chris. Like he's really supportive and really nice, and he helped us out with a lot of things. And because of that, we thought that he wasn't going to like bother us about like random things while we're building. And I think that's the most important thing when we're looking for investors. We want someone that just like believes the vision and trusts this team, and like just makes us feel good whenever we execute, and like I guess supports us.
Did you have experience in past raises, or that was your first contact with such a world?
Yeah, but I fundraised multiple times before. Like, I mean, I had maybe like twice before this. yeah, so I knew kind of like what the valuations looked like also for the crypto space. And yeah, it was I think crypto fundraising is a little different because it's a little more straightforward than traditional like fundraising, in that you basically want to make sure the team will like execute on whatever they're doing, because everything happens a lot faster in crypto versus with like a normal startup. Like you're gonna give someone money for them to like do something for 7 years. So like it's like a different kind of investment. So I feel like crypto fundraising is a little easier.
Yeah, I can imagine. Crypto is really fast, and you don't need to, like, it's a different world. You don't need to present
Hmm.
so many revenue streams. You need to present tokenomics.
Yeah, for sure.
So you are the go-to liquidity aggregator in Solana, and you're competing with Mercurial, from what everybody understands here. You had this awesome answer to my tweet, because while going through your project, like we were wondering, are you direct competitors? And we had some people saying, nah, they're not. Some people are going for all the stablecoins, while Mercurial is just going for that specific set. And you came out, you set the story straight. So, uh, competition with Mercurial, you've been crushing it.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I definitely do consider Mercurial to be a competitor. They are a little different in that they have this like three pool approach, which is more similar to what Curve is doing. But I mean, I built like a Uniswap like AMM before, and I think that the pair model is just a lot more straightforward to understand and to integrate with, and also like it's an easier like I guess asset to like hold, because you only have to think about like two things rather than like three. Um, but yeah, we're definitely competing, and yeah, we also have like we're tackling like a bigger market, I think, than what they're focused on. Like I think they're more focused on like yields of the assets in the pool, but we're focused more on like integrations, because we think that let's say there's like a really good lending protocol in Solana. We want to integrate with that lending protocol and build a stable pool on top of that lending protocols, like tokens that they're lending out, so that the yields come from the lending, but Saber's providing like the swap. Like I think that is a more I guess composable model that lets us work with a lot more projects and get a lot more people I guess involved in the Saber ecosystem.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to develop so many like strategies if you're not keeping it in
Hmm.
house.
Yeah, exactly.
So since you are the go-to liquidity aggregator, are you in touch with any yield aggregators? Maybe someone from Ethereum. Maybe you can give us some super secret sauce alpha that someone is coming,
Yeah.
to get some great strategies.
I cannot speak about any Ethereum yield aggregators right now, but there are people that are integrating with us. So right now we're rushing to kind of build out a good SDK so that's really easy for people to build on top of our protocol. Um, but yeah, there's several yield aggregators we're working with, and I mean that goes to another point I want to talk about, which is that we are not necessarily focused on like having some token that's worth a lot for farming. Like we don't want to make all the yields come from like our token being farmed, because that's not sustainable. People will end up selling that token if you're relying too much on that, it'll get dumped. um, but what I think about yield aggregators, or just like Saber in general, is that it's like a when you're holding like a Saber LP token, it's not like a Uniswap LP token where you're like having risk for farming or something like that, right? Like you have impermanent loss. For Saber, you don't have any impermanent loss, so holding like a Bitcoin LP token is better than holding normal Bitcoin. So our goal is to kind of just get that token to as many places as possible and make it so that people don't even know they're like holding or staking liquidity into Saber. They're just like providing it without the expectation of yield or the expectation of anything. But I think yield aggregators are the first step to doing that. I think that there's like a bigger vision after that, though.
That's an awesome vision. So you want to replace the actual token with the LP token.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's the same thing. It's just you're earning yield from swap fees.
Yeah, and it's so much better on Solana with the Serum protocol, putting all the liquidity on the order books.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the Serum launch was a really interesting choice. It was kind of an experiment, but I think it went pretty well.
No, it's amazing. It promotes this kind of cooperation between projects and between liquidity providers and all the swaps in the all the clones, maybe some would say, but yeah, all the liquidity is being utilized. So
Hmm.
which makes the whole thing better, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just a lot more capital efficient if people can swap while still like trading on Serum with using our coins as a stable coin.
And who from the team has managed? Like you guys have brought Terra coins. You've BSC with BUSD. You know, like who is scoring these awesome partnerships? Because with the stream we went to the Terra proposals. We saw that you guys got a grant from the treasury of Terra and you brought it through the wormhole, right?
Yeah, yeah. So for us, I mean, we're just trying to move as fast as possible as a team, and part of that is just like listing any asset that we think makes sense to list, and like an asset that has like a good community behind it that we want to get excited about Solana and Saber. But yeah, these people actually reached out to us. They just told us that they just wanted to work with us because we have like a product that is getting a lot of traction, and they kind of just want their tokens to be part of that.
Oh, so nice. That's really cool that all these projects, cross-chain projects, are actually looking to get into
Yeah.
Solana.
Yeah, they're all really excited about Solana, like as like a bridge between different blockchains.
Like you mentioned on your documentation somewhere that Saber helps facilitate the transfer of assets between Solana and other blockchains. What do you mean exactly with that? Are you do you mean that you're gonna bring what you're doing actually bringing stablecoins through the wormhole, uh, non-ETH stablecoins through the wormhole, or you are also working in direct portals from I don't know Binance Chain or some Cosmos SDK? Uh, what does that phrase mean?
Yeah, for sure. So the long-term vision, it's not even really long-term, it's like next few months, but the vision for that is basically that if someone's bridging an asset over from a different chain to Solana, and on Solana there's like multiple versions of the asset, then we could just facilitate the swap to like whatever asset is the one that's being used on Solana. So like for example, like Binance USD, right? Like someone's going to come over from BSC and send over Binance USD, right? They're not going to want to like convert it on like Curve or like take it to Binance and then swap it for like USDC, then send it to Tron, then send it to FTX to like turn it back into like SPL USDC, right? They're gonna want to like just put it directly to Solana. So what we're essentially providing is a way for that to happen, and like basically yeah, we're just providing like an on ramp basically for people from other chains or off ramp.
But are we going to see these direct portals in the future?
Yeah, yeah, we will. We're talking to several projects that are working on making this UX a lot better. So I mean, Wormhole's one that we're working pretty closely with, but I think there's going to be others pretty soon.
So, how do you see the landscape in Solana the next year or the next couple of years? What do you see happening? What do you see like what's going to be? Are we talking about an Ethereum-sized TVL in DeFi? Are we like what's your thought behind this? What do you expect to see? What do you want to see in order to become even more bullish?
Yeah, I mean, I do definitely think that we'll see a Ethereum sized TVL, like current Ethereum, like Solana at 100 billion, like that's definitely going to happen. Um, I think that we're going to see every single like good part of Ethereum come over to Solana. Like everything's going to be ported over by then because 3 years is a long time. But more importantly, I think that people are going to figure out like take the lessons learned from Ethereum DeFi's I guess like poor user experience and like rebuild things in a way so that they're a lot easier to do on Solana. Like I think that this like Solana's UX is just gonna like be much better than Ethereum's in 3 years. And I also don't think Ethereum's like sharding is necessarily going to be as fast as people think it's going to be. Like it's not going to be as fast as Solana by far because Solana's doesn't have to do cross shard communication. It's just going to be faster naturally. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of capital will move over to Solana if people want to get yields, which they definitely do.
Yeah, we definitely agree on this one, for sure.
Yeah.
But like I personally, I didn't even, I wanted to put a disclaimer that I already am a holder of Sabercoin, so I might be a little bit biased, guys, towards you. I have quite a lot of liquidity on the USDC Pi pool.
Nice.
I've been using Parrot quite a lot. I've been posting Solana as collateral to take loans in Pi, and then I'm putting everything on your pools. We did this as a tutorial with the rest of the stream. It was so successful. Everybody loved it so much that some people from the stream actually reached out and got you here, and it's amazing. It's like your platform and your work speaks for itself.
Thank you. And yeah, that's awesome. You were able to use two protocols together to do some yield farming already. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think Solana DeFi is going to have a lot more than just one lending protocol. Like, hopefully, there's going to be a way to, like, let's say, like, borrow BTC, so you can benefit from these like high BTC yields without having to worry about doing all this like annoying like perpetual hedging stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And we're going to see lots of derivatives. We're going to see like so many things that just because the speed and the transaction count actually allow it. Like we're going to see innovation that we can't have in Ethereum for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And it's only going to get faster and better from here. I mean, I've talked with like people from the Solana Labs team, and yeah, they just have like a lot of their roadmap's very ambitious, but I'm pretty confident they'll be able to execute, and we'll have even faster speeds than what we have today.
Are you looking into integrating even like? Are you going to integrate only stablecoins on your swap, or are you going to see other assets be added? Because you can actually have I don't know a direct Pi to to BTC swap that's not available anywhere at the moment. Or you're gonna strictly
Yeah.
stay on the stablecoins, and then we're gonna have to use somewhere else, some other swap AMM to actually do that kind of swaps.
Yeah, so I think AMMs are not very capital efficient. Or so the concept part of AMMs, like basically there's like a lot of slippage for the amount of liquidity you have to provide. So if we were to do some sort of like integration, I think we want to talk to some sort of synthetic assets protocol that is providing these like zero slippage swaps, similar to what Curve's doing. Um, I don't know if we'll ever actually provide like swaps between like two unlike assets, but I do think that we will support every asset like that exists and put it onto Saber somehow. In that like for example, like let's just take like a random coin like I don't know, uh like Faye, for example. Maybe not Faye because it's a stable coin, but let's say like Rari token. It's a token of Ethereum, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
there's going to be two Ethereum bridges, like in the near term. There's Ren and there's Wormhole. So in theory, right, someone might want to swap between the Ren version of the asset to the Wormhole version of the asset, or vice versa, because like someone's like supporting one of them, right? So we can actually make a pool for that and just have it on our platform. So like people don't have to worry about like going back to Ethereum to do any sort of swap.
Yeah,
But
it's what you're doing with FTT, right? FTT with WFTT.
yeah, exactly. That's a good example of one thing we're doing. But yeah, theoretically, we could do that for almost any token because there's two bridges and multiple bridges. And I think if there's too many bridges, it's going to be really confusing for users. So ideally, Saber just has its own like Rari token that can be used with any platform that wants to support Rari token in their platform, because it's the same thing as holding the underlying Rari because it's backed by Wormhole and Ren Rari.
Yeah, makes sense. And yeah, of course. I have some questions posted. I see from some members that are more technical. And also, these were the first questions that were submitted. So let's go through them. This comes from Durden, and he says, when you withdraw a single asset from a pool, a fee is charged. Presumably, this is because the calculation is done in the following way. Assume USDC Pi pool, and you are withdrawing Pi. Your proportional amount of USDC and Pi based on your LP tokens is calculated. Then the USDC is converted to Pi like a normal swap. And the total amount of Pi withdrawn is the sum of Pi in step 1 and step 2. And this kind of has a hidden swap fee, right? in the end of the day. So the withdrawal fee is not 0%. Isn't there a better method to do that? He proposes a method, but yeah, do you see this kind of problem? Is he right,
Yeah.
Durden,
So
raising this question?
yeah, there is a swap fee, but there's also this concept of a bonus, right? So if the pool is like super imbalanced, then if you're making the pool go back into balance, then you're gonna earn like bonus withdrawn tokens. Meaning that like, let's say for every like 1 pi you withdraw, like let's say that the pool has like a ton of pi and like no USDC, right? If you withdraw 1 pi, you might get or sorry, if you withdraw one like LP token, you might get 1.05 pi, right? And even if you put like a 0.04% swap fee on it, right, you'll still have like 1.046 pi per
So you get a
LP
withdraw
token.
gain instead of a fee.
Yeah, it's actually a withdraw gain, exactly, withdraw bonus. But I do think we need to communicate that better in the UI. Like maybe we should show like the net amount, like because right now we break apart the fee into 2 parts where you could see like the bonus and then you see the fee. But I think it's just kind of a confusing concept. Like maybe we can just render a little bit differently.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to Durden. He's from the Solana update. He keeps a very nice newsletter about all the Solana projects and what's happening. And yeah, he's providing great alpha. What are
Nice.
you doing, guys, with the audits? Are you working with some kind of audits? Are you have you audited anything? Is there anybody out there to audit you?
Yeah, we do have auditors that are constantly looking at our code. We have yeah, we have audits. I don't know if we publish them anywhere, but I think they might be in our documentation. But we're not gonna release the code until we have like a lot stronger of an audit. Like I think like something like a formal verification kind of thing makes a lot more sense. But yeah, it's audited. It's just that it's not open source yet, and it's only audited by one person rather than like multiple. Or sorry, like I think there's 2 auditing firms that we're working with, but we'd like to have more audits than just that.
I see, I see. And you are doing at the moment a 2-week liquidity mining with incentive, let's say, with significant percentages, 1% of the total amount of coins. You're giving
Yep.
out like 1% of the total. How did you decide on this kind of incentive? Why 2 weeks? Like, what do you think? Are you going to
Yeah.
provide more incentives like that in order to keep this liquidity in the pools? Because let's say another as we said, this is our conversation started from a vampire liquidity attack scenario. Let's say Saber 2 comes out and says, hey, we're giving double the 2% now for 2 weeks. Isn't lots of people going to actually go there?
I mean, I think it's possible they'll go there, but if there were some sort of attack like that, we'd probably just list that token's pools so that it's also our liquidity. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the percentage, how we chose that. So I think we looked at the Radium launch and what their issuance rate was. And I think they were providing this kind of issuance rate for 6 months. Like they're doing some rate for 6 months and they have it every 6 months. 1% is not extremely high. Like so if you do it for like half a year, right, that's like 13% of the total supply. But if you look at most yield farming distributions, like that's actually like kind of conservative. In terms of what we're going to do, though, we are actually going to reduce the rewards, and we're probably going to start targeting like specific APYs that make sense for the pools. We're still discussing what that's going to look like, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to have like certain pools be featured every so often to like boost TVL of a specific pool, and then just like move rewards around. But we're still trying to figure out the details of what that's going to look like. But yeah, the goal
Pretty
is
awesome. That's a nice plan.
yeah, but yeah, our goal is just to like have like a a big launch. But I mean, after that, we're going to have to figure out how to make the yield sustainable, which I'm pretty sure we'll figure out.
Regarding the token, the Saber token, it is a purely governance token, or there is a plan for more?
It's a governance token that has power to change the protocol in any way that any way that the token holders would want.
So if the token holders want to a share of the platform's profit, can they do that by voting that?
They could. They could vote for that. Yes.
And and it's voting. The voting is weighted in Saber tokens. So like whoever controls the most Saber tokens can actually propose this kind of things, or you have mechanisms to, anti-weight mechanisms.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much I can talk about the future of the token for like legal reasons, but yeah, theoretically, like that could happen.
All right, that's pretty good. But what about the governance side of things? How does it work? How do proposals go through? What are the requirements for someone to make a proposal?
Yeah, honestly, we aren't. That's also not set in stone for us yet. I mean, we're talking with Solana Labs about their governance system, and I think we'll probably base it off of that. But I think it's going to be very similar to how other DAOs work on other chains, where you like someone creates a proposal if they have like a minimum amount of tokens, and then people can like run the proposal passing or not pass.
Okay, familiar model. We're all familiar with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, other projects I think are good role models are like I think Compound and Uniswap are pretty good. Like I'm a big fan of like the Governor Alpha model that they use. Like it's just very straightforward, and yeah, it's just not complicated. Like I don't want to do anything that's like super fancy.
And like, you've been doing like such an amazing, like you've been shipping all your updates so fast. All these things happen so fast. How big is the team, and how do you manage to do this? Like, are you like really working closely? You have a really big team. Is just the experience that does these amazing things? What's the secret sauce?
Yeah, our team's still only 3. I mean, we have like a lot of like auxiliary people, but there's only 3 people that are working on Saber specifically. And I guess the secret sauce of that is we just work a lot. We're always like focused on building out Saber. The other thing is we focus a lot on product. So I think a lot of teams in the crypto space tend to focus a lot more on marketing, and they just like allocate all the resources to that or towards like fundraising or like talking to VCs or something. But for us, like, I mean, I personally try to take as few meetings as possible. Like I want to, like my ideal life is that I don't have to set an alarm clock and I can just like wake up whenever. But from that, right, like I just like focus on building whatever is the most important thing for the day. And that focus and that lack of like responsibility to do like other random things just lets us push out a lot of product really fast, I think. And we have a lot of experience with DeFi as well.
Do you work all together in the same space, or everybody's remotely meeting online?
We're all together in the same space right now.
Okay, that's part of the secret sauce, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, that was only like for the past 3 weeks though. Before that, we were remote. Well, actually, technically, I was living with my brother, but the third guy was remote.
All right, and a more personal question, because some of the members just posted Adil's Spotify playlists and Dylan's YouTube music video of Hey Jude, and who's better in music? Who has the better taste? Who would you ask for tips?
Yeah, I mean, I think we like. Okay, I have a very like weird music taste. Like I listen to this genre called like I think they call it like brain dance or something. But like it's like Aphex Twin. I don't know if you've heard who that is.
Yeah, of course, but, IDM, man. Well, of course, obviously.
Yeah, IDM, exactly. No, but I think the other 2 don't really like that kind of music. Like Adilin.
I see. It. Wow, but, that's a different thing with your brother, eh? You went completely different ways.
Yeah, no, but I listen to all the music he listens to though. Or actually, no. Now he's listening to like Olivia Rodrigo. He's like listening to all this like Gen Z, Gen
Oh
Z
my
like TikTok
god, man!
music.
Maybe you should consider like changing, moving out or something.
Yeah, I mean it's not my kind of music. But I mean we both listen to like classic rock, like Hey Jude, like Beatles stuff. And yeah, I also play a bunch of instruments.
Oh,
I don't.
really? Tell us more. Tell us more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I play the piano, guitar. I played the drums and stuff in school.
One
Yeah, I
man
like to
band.
like.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I can't really sing though, but I can do all the other parts.
I mean, you can do it. I'm sure you can put some distortion. You can put some,
Yeah, I can distort it and put auto tune. It's probably gonna
auto
be
tune,
okay.
and you're gonna be amazing, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You have a plan B, I see.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, be a EDM artist.
What's your background? I never asked you. Is it in coding? Is it in finance? Is it in music?
Yeah, it's not in music, but yeah, a lot of coding. I studied math in school. I studied pure math.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, but I've been programming for a really long time. Like since I was like a kid. Like I think I was like 7 when I started getting into
Amazing.
programming. But I've been like my personality is to just like get attached to my computer and just like write code and build products. Like since I was like a kid. So yeah, I've been coding for like a long time, and I've been doing a lot of that.
And are we gonna see you in Lisbon in the Solana meetup?
Yeah, I will definitely be in Lisbon.
Wow, perfect. Then we can catch up and drink a beer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. I've you answered all my questions. I think there was quite a lot of alpha in what you said, and you guys are builders, obviously. Like you know what you're doing in every aspect, in every vertical that a project requires to be successful. You have experience, and you've demonstrated your success. Like I'm very bullish. I think that my whole community, Grape community, the Whales friend stream, everybody's behind you.
Thank you. And yeah, I want to make sure you guys, yeah, enjoy our products, and hopefully the Solana ecosystem can grow a lot more from whatever we're building.
Beautiful, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really, is there anything you want to tell the world out there? Anything that you're planning? Anything that you haven't revealed to anybody else? Maybe you can give us something for the future, maybe for the near future, something we can prepare for, or something you just want to let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess nothing particular. Just I guess follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. That'd be great. And yeah, you should look forward to a lot of derivatives being built on top of Saber, because that's what we're really focused on right now. Like working with a lot of other teams to just make this a token that a lot of people are using.
Great, man. We'll be there. We'll be there to see the future, and we'll be there swimming in the most liquid pools in Solana.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, 45 minutes, exactly as we said. It's been amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. Congratulations with the awesome race, with the amazing partners you scored. It's only up from here, man. To the moon.
Thanks. Yeah, to the moon. And yeah, thanks for the invite.
Take care. Take care. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
And that was it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to I see at some point we had 40 people on Twitch, we had 15 people on YouTube, and about 65 people in the audience. So we were like about 150 people here. Fantastic. I'm going to prepare the video. I'm going to prepare the chapters with the questions so people can watch it again in the future. If you don't know how to interact with Saber and the platform in general, you can just go to Whales Tales streams. I think it's episode 60 something. Yeah, I don't know. It's clear on the title is Advanced Yield Farming on Solana. You're gonna see the steps I took in order to commit liquidity in the Saber pools, and how I got a loan from Parrot collateralizing my Solana. We're not gonna have a Whales friend stream after this one. It's too much information to actually take, and we can see each other on Sunday We're gonna see each other on Saturday morning. We're gonna talk quite a lot about Grape. We're gonna talk about a couple of DeFi projects on Solana. We're gonna do the market overview, and hopefully we're gonna interact with the rest of the Grape community. Again, thank you so much. Thank you to the people on YouTube, the people on Twitch, media, and of course everybody that joined on the Discord stage. Thank you for making our guest feel special, and thank you, shout out to Durden, shout out to Celoplan, shout out to Ryan Norca, shout out to TMNX. You guys have been amazing. You've been super helpful with your amazing questions, and by actually inviting Ian to this talk, because without you I wouldn't be able to get him here. Congratulations also to the Saber team, and congratulations to anybody that actually bought SBR coin with me, because we're 3 times up now. Fuck yeah. I see no Gatoshi here to say hi, so I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much. Once again, we're having another AMA with Kulin, who is a business developer in Solana from the Solana Labs. So he's gonna talk to us about his side of his viewpoint of things, and he's gonna also tell us how he got into the Solana Labs. Let's see, maybe we can also get there. Maybe we can also be part of the core of Solana. After that, we have an AMA with DeFi Land. We're gonna talk all about DeFi, all about gaming, and the kind of metaverse that's coming to crypto, maybe. I don't know, there's a lot of gaming happening. So we'll see. We'll extract alpha. I want you guys to help me with the questions, as you did on the previous AMAs. It's been amazing. Like without you, again, it wouldn't be so high quality. Thank you so much. Take care, and keep your hands super strong. We need to hold those shitcoin bags, right?